Good morning. This is Dean Jones. I'm with Transwest Truck Trailer RV in Frederick, Colorado. Today we're going to be talking about a Solitude 2930 RL S-Class. A really nice trade we just got in. It's a beautiful coach. We'll just get started. There's plenty to talk about. So we're going to start with the stock number. I'll let you get a close-up on this one. It's 5U210945. That's how we reference this piece. It is a 2020. I'm going to talk about some of the dimensions real quick, and I'll hit them again at the end of the video. But this fifth wheel is 34 feet 4 inches long. It's 8 foot 5 inches wide, which makes it a wide body. It's 6 inches wider than your average fifth wheel, which we'll see inside. It makes a big difference. It is a high profile, meaning the bedroom's a little bit taller ceiling, but we'll see that in a little bit too. But the height on this guy is 13 foot 5 inches. So the dry weight on this camper is 11,442 pounds with the GVWR of 15,000 pounds. So you've got plenty of room to load this bad boy up. We do have a fresh gallon of 91 gallons. It's absolutely huge. We've got 100 gallons of gray tank capacity and 53 gallons of black. So you've got huge tanks and they're heated. I'll show you that in a little bit. It comes with 14.2 gallon or 230-pound bottles of propane. We've got 27 foot of awnings. It sleeps 6, and we'll just go from there. We'll touch back on those facts in a little bit, but that's just kind of what we're looking at. We'll start under here on this the storage underneath the front here. This is where you could put a firebox or a propane generator. This one hasn't been outfitted with it, but it does have a lot of good storage in it. And this is your battery box. This little switch here, I'll show you on the other side. It's kind of a neat little deal. But you do have one little holder right here. It's real easy. You don't have two, you got to fight. So it's just a real easy, up and down. Just real easy to, kind of keep up there for you as you're loading or unloading. This camper's got a Lippert Z-rated frame. We're going to talk about that a little bit because the Solitudes, not the S-Class, but the Solitudes below it have a straight frame chassis from Lippert. And what that does is that you've got a rail going straight from this right through your storage all the way to the back. So this one having a lower front section, you've actually got a really nice pass-through storage with no obstruction. So if you look down there, you'll see that frame go all the way back, and then it goes up. So it's called a drop frame or a Z frame from Lippert. We'll come back here, show you these are electric stabilizers. There's your motor on your front. You got 4 points on those. We'll get into that a little bit. You do have your 30 bottle on this side and a 30 bottle on that side. What I like is the fact that it's not real high or real low. It's right at waist level. It's really easy to get in and out. You don't have to wrestle with it. So that's kind of a design feature from Grand Design. You do have magnet catches on the bigger doors. This is your Lippert electronic leveling. This is going to power your 4 points. And keep in mind, this is under 35 feet, so you only need 4 points on this guy. It's got an auto level, auto retract. Here's all your instructions. It's one of the easiest systems to use. Here we have our wet bay, our Nautilus One water center. A couple things to note about that. You do have an outdoor shower. You just plug in a hose. You've got some cable inputs here and some cable inputs here, depending on which TV you want to go to. You also have a pump out here. So a couple things that makes this really neat is if you're running out of water and someone brought you a couple, 5-gallon jugs of it, you could stick a hose in here and siphon right out of a 5-gallon bucket. So it's got a siphon mechanism that you can operate through here. So when you're winterizing your antifreeze, or if you just need to load more water in it, you don't have an opportune place to get a hose up in here, it'll suck the water out of a container, which is pretty neat. You do have gate valves. These are inside where it's nice and warm in here. They're not going to get dirty. They're not going to get caked with mud or ice. They're not going to break. But you got your black tank and you got your 2 gray tanks here. And this actually dumps right here in front of the wheel, so you're not getting muck all piled on here from your wheels. So they actually put this in a real good place. Keep that in mind. There's another place to lower your gray tanks. I'm going to show you. It's really neat over here. But just keep in mind that's where you actually go to a dump station and actually hook up to. You do have a 10-gallon tank on your hot water heater, and you've got a 35,000 BTU furnace in this guy. And you've got a 5,000 BTU heater in the fireplace, but we'll see that in a minute. Couple things to note, you do have access to your big refrigerator that you're gonna see back here if you need to do any maintenance on it. But this is really kind of cool too, because in the trailers of old, these things were real flimsy, and after it got a little warm, they'd curl up and they just didn't really match the slide. So Grand Design's actually done a little harder plastic wheel well cover over there, which I think is a really good deal. Now getting under here, you'll see 16-inch aluminum wheels with Westlake tires on them. Those are 14 ply. You do have, this is what I wanted to show you. So when you get under here, you'll notice that you've got this little handle right here. That's a dump for your gray tanks. So whereas most people have these little screws right here, this one, if you have to, empty your gray tank in a, if you get in a cold spell and you just want to get the water out of here, you just pop this and it comes out all at once. It's really neat. So that's that. That's a really cool feature I don't see on any other fifth wheels. And if you notice, it's also enclosed and insulated under there. So you got a really nice insulated underbelly, so it will take you into the fall. Really, really nice there. So coming around the back, we've got camera from the factory. You can get up there, fully walkable roof. You've got a nice little hitch. It's a 300-pound rating. You can put bike racks in here. You got a flat 4 if you need to have a light kit or brake lights on there. Not really made to pull anything real heavy, but that's nice for accessories and stuff, what have you. It's also got the camera pre-wired. So this doesn't have a camera in it, but that little dome, they just pop out a little panel. They throw in a camera that it wirelessly hooks up to a monitor in your tow vehicle, and you always know what's going on back here. So that's nice that it's already pre-wired. That takes the cost of installing that, cuts it in half. So coming around here, it is a 3-slide unit. You saw the 2 on the other side. This is the campside slide. You do have access to the spare tire right here. As you see, there's a spare tire down there. You do have hose storage right here. So when you put your sewer hose in there, it's out of the way. Coming around here, notice all the nice windows. We'll get into that on the inside. But back to this side, we've got another 30-pound bottle of propane. Again, really easy to remove in and out. Just pop these clips and you're off, away you go to get more propane. Another electric motor. But this is another thing that, again, so you have that Z drop frame. Look how much nice flat storage you have in here. It's nice vinyl, no obstructions. But what I will point out a couple things, if you look up it this way, look how thick that tubing is. And notice it's not screwed in, it's not using L brackets and screwed, it's double bead welded on both sides. This is Grand Design DNA here. You've also got a heating ducts going through here that actually warm the floor, and you do have a shut-off switch here. So you have some cable and satellite outputs if you wanted to put a TV out here. And you got a nice little 110 here, and you got this nice little light to help you unload and load at night. You'll notice there's 2 speakers outside, so you do have an outside zone. This is a nice little spray port. You just plug in a hose there. You can spray off your stairs. If you were to get them muddy, you don't want to put them up in there. So to talk about these stairs, this is the next generation of this type of staircase. It's really neat. So what's really nice is they're kind of counterbalanced. If you notice, it doesn't take much to lift them. So it's just a real nice system. They're not going to fall on your head. You can just, it's one-handed deal. The generation before this got a little heavier. They weren't too bad, but these are a lot nicer. So you got this really nice staircase, a nice grab handle. And we'll wait till you see the inside. Let's go on in. It's nice and cool in here. We'll shut that door so we keep that cold air in. You got it? I'll get it. Notice this is a rear living, opposing slide, really nice parlor, or they call it rear lounge, rear living, depending on where you're at. All the nice windows, and we'll start off by pointing out a couple things. This is a wide body, so it's got 6 inches, and there's going to be a lot of storage I'm going to show you. And what that affords Grand Design to do is not put storage in these big, tall slides. I'm 6 foot tall. Look how gigantic these slides are. So with that, if you get an angle at these windows, you don't have cabinets obstructing your view, and you've got these giant windows for your campsite. It's absolutely gorgeous. And you'll notice you do have the dinette with chairs. These chairs have a little storage in them on all 4 sides. They do strap in. You also have your window coverings. They're not pleated, they're just roller shades. And what they found was these guys just blocked a lot more light. So the pleated shades let too much light in. So they went with these nice, easy roller shades with these little grab dongles. And they went with Thomas Paine furniture in this guy. These chairs are neat because not only are they power massage and heat, they're also power, oops, I got it. Let's go this way. I don't. So they're power recliners. They do have lights underneath. They got heat and massage, and they got little tables here. So that's really nice. You do have a fold-out bed here that's also long enough to lay on and watch TV. You've got a lot of storage in the back here. See how deep those cabinets are? I won't open them all, but yeah, you've got plenty of storage. Here's that table for your little TV tray in this guy. Something to see there. Ducted AC throughout. You've got 2 15,000 BTU ACs up top, and they are working. It's really nice in here. So coming around here, you've got a nice 50-inch TV mounted to the wall, but you also have this fireplace. Now the fireplace puts out kind of a mock fire, and it's kind of neat, but it also acts as a 5,000 BTU space heater. So if you don't want to fire up the furnace and you got a little chilly morning on a nice spring morning or a fall morning, and you just want to take the bite out of the room, you just kick this guy on and it'll take the bite right out of this. It's a really nice little heater. Moving on to the kitchen part, you've got plenty of counter space. So we'll look at how big their islands are. Nice deep countertop here. You do have Furrion microwave, convection, and oven. And again, we've talked about how nice Furrion is in RVs. They're kind of made for the heat and the vibration of the abuse that the RVs do going down the road. So the more Furrion, the better. We've talked about that before. Nice big microwave. And it acts as a convection. You've got this really nice Furrion oven, stainless steel. You do have a nightlight on this guy, and you have a 3-burner Furrion gas top on this guy. And that acts as a nice little backsplash on it. So that's a really nice system. Here's your little nightlight. But it also has a nice little drawer for pots and pans, and there's pots and pans actually. So that's an actual demonstration. You do have real deep counters, or cabinets, sorry. Got a lot more nice little storage up here. Nice little storage up here. Now looking at this island, you've got a lot of storage in this island. We'll come back around here. You've got 6 big drawers in here. On ball bearing guides. This big deep one, it's really nice. Nice storage for trash. You do have plumbing down there, but you still got full use of that cabinet. This one's got a really nice undermounted 1-piece farm sink. And it's got a nice little sprayer, so real tall faucet. And you can use it 1 down or 2 down, and just use it for a table if you want. So you do have 3 more drawers on this side, but this is it's one of my favorite things. This big 12 cubic foot Norcold. It's gas and electric. You've got all that storage, and you've got like a double freezer. So you've got, this is in the way, but you still got twice as much as your average freezer. Now this gets into some interesting design features that I really found interesting about this guy. This is a huge, huge pantry, but it also doubles, if you get down here, you see that sticker on the wall? That's a vent for a dryer. So this thing is set up to put a dryer in the bottom here And on the right here, it's set up to put a washer on the right. So I'll show you what that looks like.
We do have a question, Dean.
Yep.
The opposite. Repeat the question. Can you put a larger fridge in this?
I don't.
Repeat the question really quick.
Someone just asked if we can put a larger fridge in here. I think you might. That's a question for service. If you want to email me at my email, I'll give it to you later. We could definitely address that and see what we can do. The way these things are configured, and being that it's in a slide, we might be limited on the depth. So they might have put the biggest fridge. Now, converting to a residential fridge, you might get a little bit more fridge out of that, but that is definitely a service question. So I will get back to you if you email me on that one. We'll run that down. But there's only one RV fridge bigger than this, and I don't think it'll fit in this hole actually. So we're good on that. So again, real deep countertop here. Underneath here, you've got some light switch, and you've got an outlet. And this is a really big countertop, and you also have USBs there. But looking in here, for a 34, almost 35-foot fifth wheel, this has got washer and dryer hookups. So you'd put your washer here, your dryer here if you chose to do so, and you're not losing any of your closet or bathroom space up top. It is a little small to have a washer and dryer hookup, but it's definitely cool that it's there. You do have some ambient lighting up over the cabinets. We've got the thermostat for that system right here. There's one in the bedroom. We've also got this little fan up there, as you can see it turning. That exhausts the heat out of here faster than you could ever imagine. Any cooking steam or anything. So that's all automatic there. And you can just turn the fan off and leave the fan open. Moving up these stairs, you'll see there's a little place for your shoes down here. There's also a really nice coat closet, which I'm sure they got that from customers asking for it. They have finally incorporated that. That's a great place for it. Come in, hang up your coat, get ready to relax. Now this is your power center. This is going to be your 110 breakers. These are going to be your fuses for your 12 volt. If one of these fuses go out, you'll see a little red dot there. That'll help with identifying which one needs to be changed, and we all know that fuses go bad from time to time. You do have your convenience center that you can check your batteries, your tank levels, and this kind of thing here. Your water heater, you can run it on gas or electric. Here's a water pump feature. Again, you have one outside. You have fresh tank heater, gray tank, black tank. You have heating blankets on this guy. So again, this thing is ready to go deep into the fall on a hunting trip and what have you. You've got your two slide buttons for down here. Your slide for the bedroom, which is an absolute monster slide that goes into the bathroom. I'll show you that in a minute. And you have your two awnings. You have an awning over the slide and an awning out here in front of the door. That's how you operate those guys. So real simple, real self-explanatory, at a real nice height, just to get there. You also have some storage up here. Now we'll go into the bathroom. This is one of the coolest parts about this little trailer. Check out the size of this shower. So one piece, real easy to clean. I'm 6'1", I've got a skylight here, and I've just got this monster shower. You've got this really nice faucet that goes really high. So I'm 6'1", and it's nice to have the faucet over me. So I really do like the way Grand Design did this. You have a nice little bench, some shelves for shampoo or soap or whatever, but you just don't see them this big in these little fifth wheels. Huge vanity countertop, absolute monster. Put all your toiletries and stuff up here. Bathroom, the toilet's nice and tucked in the corner. You do have a lot of storage in this guy. And you've also got some places for towels right here, if you want to put your towels and linens in this guy. And again, another fantastic fan in here to get the steam out or let the hot air out, or just to get some air moving through here. If you notice, this is a wardrobe slide, and that's not real unique to fifth wheels. A lot of them have those, but this one goes into the bathroom, so it actually opens up this bathroom to almost look residential. It's a beautiful thing. And you do have his and hers real deep. wardrobes in this guy. You've also got nice, deep drawers for almost like a dresser kind of thing situation there. You do have some more storage up here, but you have this giant nightstand here, little one there. Both have USBs on both sides. You've got lights up here that you can turn on and off. You do have a nice little guy there that comes down. But this is actually a windshield, an automotive bonded windshield in here. So it's really nice. It lets light in here. You got a high profile ceiling, a wider body fifth wheel, and you've got this nice window. So it makes this bedroom just seem so nice and large. And you got a little bit more storage down here. Grand Design also kind of didn't put a bunch of carpet in this guy. You do have it on your slide, or a little bit right here around your base here, but it's all vinyl. You can sweep this whole guy out in no time at all. Even your kitchen slide has vinyl in it. So nice storage under there on a bed lift. You got the shocks here to help hold up while you're loading and unloading. Just a real nice fifth wheel for the size. So talking about this again, we've got a 34-foot 4-inch length, an 8.5-foot width, a 13.5 height, dry weight of 11,442, which speaks to a 3/4 ton. A 3/4 ton would pull this no problem. With a GVWR of 15,000 pounds. Gray water 91. I'm sorry, freshwater 91, gray water 100, 250 tanks, and a black at 53. You've got two 30-pound bottles of propane. It'll sleep 6, and that's about it. So if you want to talk to me about that refrigerator, or you want to just look at pricing or whatever, you can call me. My cell number is 720-347-7063, easiest way to get a hold of me. Or you can email me at dean.jones@transwest.com. Thanks for touring this fifth wheel with me, and we'll see you next time.